I'm alive. We live. We did it. There we go. Okay, now I need to mute myself because I'm eating chicky nuggies. Hero, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. Wouldn't do to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in case you hadn't heard, we received new reports detailing devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the land surrounding the Bounty, where the sky first began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north in Garlemald and the frozen lakes beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was in the area of the Northern Empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Charlian too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The Scions are no longer needed. Which isn't to say that we won't help out if we can, of course. As individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alphino. They were among the worst affected and still need all the help they can get. Awfully brave of them. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it any easier, though. That I'll curse my weakness. My inability to fix every problem and save every lost soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of your many moments of triumph and the accompanying determined expression. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. You're welcome. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm there somewhere trying my very best. I look forward to hearing all about that legendary Alice Levelier. Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said. Next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved, so don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. Oh, there's Alphino. Okay. I was gonna say, where did he go? Hero, thou hast spoken with our comrades. Though this parting be not forevermore, 'tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow, akin to a pixie's path. The navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor, indeed. For their part, however, the Loporrits embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of their purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of Theris. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the Forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. There we go. Yet, ere that may come to pass, there is much and more each party must learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a cadre of operates hath gleefully dispersed across our land in the name of mutual understanding. Heidelin, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of this star. And 'tis Vanna's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their aiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in such knowledge as they are fit to impart. I'd call it friendship. I did not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend, for 'tis certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the seventh dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Oft times hath mine reticence caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet here amongst you I still stand. Oh, no amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus indeed I do prefer my humble support. But be it unto the deepest abyss or the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder cross stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. Yeah. Chicky nugget. Give me a chicken nugget, dude. Let's just go down the line. Let's just go down the line. Alfno, Prial, Thanker, Destinian, Nishtola, Graha. Oh, hero, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as Father has been tending to the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I am able. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlian. Both Alice and I are off to assist with Garlemald's recovery, you see. Though uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation, we cannot well leave the capital in its present state. We will rejoin those members of the Ilsabard contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helm the relief effort with support of our allies, the people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the temperate across the land. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Lucinia and her sister. That is the burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because of the truth of Lord Quintus's words. The truth that whatever ideals individuals may espouse? Nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, that they might better help them begin anew, that we might be. Just write me. Rude. Write you letters? Of course, I would be glad to do so. But I would be gladder still were you to come and visit, and I believe I speak for Alice as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings none could possibly count? The world is changing, and I will continue to do so. Yet, no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you, in good times and bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. I almost said dispensable because I can't read. Thank you, hero, from the bottom of my heart. Aw, don't do that. Get me all teared up and shit. I just got on. I didn't take another cheeky nugget, I'm sorry. Oh, hero, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? Everywhere. I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. When he came to me in Charlie and I was truly torn, as ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause, and so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. It worked out. It's a relief to hear you say that. Thank you. Time and time again, I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the Forum without my nerves getting the best of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better. And I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Baldessian. Though, through our work, Charlian will strengthen its ties with other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Ojika, and our other remaining members. Together, we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such time, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel allured for the task itself? Sure. Always down for another adventure. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Yeah. Ah, our champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. That sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours, and the rest of you for that matter. On the mend, I trust? Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics or no, I'm impressed with how swiftly you recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Meteon defeated, her Song of Oblivion cut short, the Source and all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now Reen has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I could ask for no greater gift than that. Aw, Dad Crid. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Urianger as aimless wandering. We've a purpose in our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in absence of scions on the world stage. There'll never be an end to the little problems that go untended by nations. We will do our best to help out where we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering, when you get down to it. Perhaps you could just tell her I'm faring well and leave it at that, huh? Not to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still much for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return to when our work was done? On the day the Scions came together, I hoped for Menphilia to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, hero. I have a question for you, and imagine Menphilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? Wow. Huh. Best decision I ever made. I can honestly say the same. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running, and you'll likely get a certain funny, talking fortune teller into the bargain. Yeah. Starting to play this game. Best decision I ever made. Which is what I equate the question to. If you have something to say, then out with it. You talk as if the Scion's dissolution was more than mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should never be we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me anyway? In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Amaric hear about our disbandment that he offered me a position as a guardsman at the Imperium district. As a former Azure Dragoon, I am guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Some days ago, a Hanish envoy arrived with word from Vritra. The worm requested my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons, like as not. Ooh. And Thavnair, like everywhere else, the phenomenon caused by the final days abated whenever we defeated Meteon. Though it was too late for those that had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Charlian, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an agreement between Vritra and the Forum, such souls remain in Charlian if they wish to work and study. Vritra is always the satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him becoming one in name as well. One who has complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vritra's kin sought release from conflict. So weary were they of suffering it wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgarsamor didn't give up. In hope he made the journey to distant Aetheris with his clutch of eggs, and though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is the legacy and their triumph. In my lance I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. Okay, Chicky Nuggy. And then Mommy. Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't at present planned on journeying at any great length. Not that I am averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I've been meaning to ask you. Something that has been on my thoughts since the last flames of the final day subsided. During our travels, we had witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles. More than can easily be recalled or remembered. And nestled among those memories are certain essential facts, the history of Aetheris and the ancients' glimpse of the Ea, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. Oh, just gonna write a book. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but never have I balked at the idea of biting the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is, given shape in interpretation, when we seek to capture it with our own words, it is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity, yet the word of the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with potential for corruption or corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on the matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Yeah. Let them be read. Very well then, I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Ea and the ancients and of so many other wonders. But I am no scribe, who will be less a polished work and more a reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. Never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. Graha, come with me. You can be my sidekick. Oh, Hero, might we have a moment to talk? With the Scion stepping away from the public eye, I have been left to consider what endeavors I might pursue. After speaking with Kryl, I have decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Baldesion. Not only am I indebted to Master Gala for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would never have set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would have never met you, never became a caretaker of the tower, never became a Scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For the added benefit, new mysteries often find their way at our doorstep. Mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. Do you recall the realm of the Omnicrons, when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? While 'tis true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams, in the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in here and now. It needn't be some grand endeavor, there needn't be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Hell yeah! I'll hold you to that. As much as I've already seen, there's so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we'll encounter survivors of the Omnicron somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands that will never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not Omnicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, don't hesitate to send word, and should your commission of interest come my way, you will be the first to know. Or should a commission of interest? Aw, buddy, I love you. Can I hug him? Can I just I almost spilled my drink. You know what? We're just gonna not be weird about it. I love him. Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking of sending everyone off. With your permission, then. Your attention, please. At the risk of spoiling the mood, the time for departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Until next we meet. Be well. What'd I get? Argos's horn. Wind up heroes? Come on, you know who this hero is. Endwalker footfalls. Flow.
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania. There is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Charlian before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Radzat Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways. Each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge his plans.
Who, me?
Quite right.
Indeed.
Fair point.
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Wherever the wind takes me. To literally the next adventure. Yet stand tall, my friend. Our journey will never end.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal.
How's it?
And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night, the beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as he foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium. Oh, the sights we shall see.
Is that Azim? We never, because that's Elpis. We never have seen Azim. Oh, son of a bitch. Quest to unlock new content have become available in Old Charlian. That its chorus might ring for all. Endwalker. Poggers! Get Vargas. Yeah! Now who the hell is this minion? Is that Vana? It is Vana. There was once a woman who selflessly served her fellow man as Azim. Even after stepping down, she continued on this mission and went to become a divinity that hope may endure. This mammoth has been made in her honor. And for him. Yeah. Very poggers. Alright, apparently we need to go back to Old Charlian. Chimkin nuggets. Well, thank goodness you're here. It's absolutely terrible, awful, an emergency of cataclysmic proportions. I don't know, what is it? I don't know, actually. It didn't say, but it sounded dreadful. But I do know is Building Way has been asking after you. He said, I happened to see you. I should tell you to hurry over to the Cadonia Knolls. Oh, there's a wind-up Ia. A wee Ia? Oh, there's more stuff at the pier. Jamming way? Hero. You are Hero, yes? Oh, thank you ever so much for coming. In truth, I've been searching all over for you. You see, there's a most pressing matter for which I could use your wisdom and expertise. Oh, but we haven't actually been introduced yet, have we? The name is Jammingway. I had the honor of serving as communications officer aboard the Ragnarok. So anyhow, to the matter I spoke of, it began the other day when my curiosity got the better of me and I decided to send a reconnaissance probe to Ultima Thule to investigate the environs. Imagine my surprise when my robotic friend responded a short while ago with a most urgent and dire distress signal. A distress signal from Ultima Thule? Now, even after you or your companions mercifully put an end to the threat of the final days, surely this intrigues and worries you as much as it does me. I was just about to venture there to investigate further, but there's no telling what dangers might await, and I'm a communications officer, not an adventurer. Please join me at Thalmazen, so we may boldly go where you have gone before. Sure. And there's one more thing over here. Oh, it's the Wandering Minstrel. Hey. Who should stand before me but the savior of the very star? My Yep, ender of the end. Your deeds are sung far and wide, my friend. As I understood, your quest for the world's salvation brought you to Sharlayan. I too am here on a quest of sort, a quest for musical inspiration. Alas, magnificent though this repository of knowledge may be, I find there is only so much inspiration I can derive from these tomes. But where tomes alone fail to inspire, living words may yet spark the imagination. So I beg of you, will you regale me your tale of the epic quest to deliver from the star? If such an adventure isn't befitting epic, I would know what is. I wouldn't know what is. Drawing both your first-hand knowledge and account and knowledge I attain here, I believe I shall be able to weave the most marvelous of verses. Should you be willing, pray let me know. I shall continue my research here in the meantime. What manner of thrilling adventure might this be? Good gods, a battle on the moon with Zodiark, eldest and mightiest of primals? I pride myself on my imagination, but your feats transcend aught my mind could possibly conceive. Against all odds, you struck down the puissant? I don't know. Yet triumph quickly turned to tragedy, for Zodiark's fall proved to trigger the final days. Yes, the words well up within me. Pray lend me an ear. Born an ancient man, a divinity was freed. Their hopes unrequited, they knew no reprieve. Born of mortal men, a champion did arise, ascend to the heavens, ruination to defy. That the ancients should sacrifice half their number to save the star. The strength of the resolve makes me tremble in admiration, even as it saddens me to think that one of their own would seek to lay it all to waste. So deeper was his despair. Not having lived their lives, I feel decidedly unworthy to speak of their hearts. Better that the whole truth remain with you, and you alone. Let it suffice for me to honor a fragment of those hopes and dreams in song, that their lives and sacrifice may be remembered. Minstrel's Ballad, Zodiark's Fall. In order to prove your readiness to avert the final days, you undertook a trial imposed by no less a being than the will of the star Heidelin herself. It staggers the mind to imagine such an encounter, to say naught of the thousands of years that Vana had resolved to wait. Yes, I dare say I have a song. You will listen to it now, of course. Though eons apart, two kindred souls met. Apart, they would walk, all life to protect. Aeons thence, their paths would converge, a goddess and mortal, to silence the dirge. Sounds more like a love story. Kind of. For time beyond counting, Heidelin waited for you in patience and faith. And when at last you were reunited, even as she desperately wished for you to surpass her, she knew she could not hold back, and did not. Hers was an inevitable burden. Unenviable burden, and a noble sacrifice. Tears well in my eyes to imagine the hardship she has had to endure. But it comforts me to know that her long journey was not in vain, that her hopes passed on to you. This tale is an epic upon epics, and full honored I am to have been given the chance to weave a song. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. The Minstrel's Ballad, Heidelin's Call. Alright, so we got the EXs. I think we're currently... What is here? Oh, I have... That's the faculty. Alright. Oh, there's a... I have a letter. Look what we have here. A new letter has arrived. Allie? Minion delivery? She hath given me melancholy. I have been given the melon. Okay. How do you find her? So... I muted myself? I'm so sorry. Anyway, this unit projects that this would be less than ideal. Stigma 4's production capabilities are necessary to ensure that the Omnicron's existence is maintained in perpetuity. Disabling or destroying it is incomparable with the command issue with Stigma 1. Incompatible with Stigma 1. Is there no way it might simply change its mind? If Stigma 4 is convinced that war is essential to its survival, could we possibly persuade it that an unprovoked offensive might threaten its existence even more? Hey, there you go. A grubby organic life form's proposition has merit. As a military information and operations specialist, this unit does possess the capability to rewrite the memory banks of other etherical intelligences. If this unit were to hack Stigma 4's neural core and implant the memory that such an offensive once led not to victory but to failure and near eradication, it would logistically conclude that preemptive attack is ill-advised. To accomplish this, this unit will access Stigma 4 and use a dimensional manipulator to generate a virtual environment simulating its memories of war. You can traverse the environment and nullify Stigma 4's explications of victory. That sounds simple, and not at all likely to get us killed. What do you say? Commencing Strategic Operations Protocol. All participants in the mission, please accompany this unit to the access point at once. Sure. Where are we going? Bah. No, go away, level tricker. Go away. Sorry. This unit is equipped with dynamic functionality. It simply has not encountered technology formidable enough to require its full capabilities before. More significantly, this unit has succeeded in establishing the interface with Sigma 4. All that remains is for you to enter the simulation and use whatever puny weapons are at your disposal to destroy the core that lies within. That should see the Matrix successfully traumatized. This unit will remain at a physical space to ensure communication interface remains stable as you carry out the operations. And do take care, though the environment is virtual, any pain you suffer will be quite real. POG, the Stigma Dreamscape. Mare Lamentorum. This is the other one. Ouch, cramp. Ow, cramp. There we go. Wait, am I just going... Shit, I need to go up and out. I don't know where I'm going. Hee. Fuck, do we have enough? How do I get out of here? This way? Oh, okay. Fucking lost. I just want to get back to the surface. Wait a second. Yeah. Pog jam. There's no way connecting this. Oh, maybe there is. Hang on. That looks connected up there. Oh, those are alive. Okay. I just need to do Emerald Weapon 2 more times and I'll never have to do it again. You can go all the way out here. You're here, not a little too soon. Sorry for calling you so abruptly, but you were the first person who came to mind that might be able to help. Do you recall the domiciles we were planning to build for the excavation? Or evacuation? I don't mean to brag, but they were immaculate. Positively perfect. Except, of course, for the ever so small oversight. They were 3 times larger than necessary. At least, that's what I believed before speaking to Rianche. I learned a lot from him about what we should do to make it, should and shouldn't make of the domiciles, and so I began making changes. Small at first, but they soon became much bigger and more drastic. And by the end, I'd swear I was drawing up a wholly new plan by the minute. But I was too ambitious. The myriad plans I dreamt up overwhelmed our automated construction machine, the Big Cheese. Even as we speak, it's burrowing underground with reckless abandon. If we don't stop it, the domiciles will be the least of our problems, and the entire moon is likely to end up looking more like a truckle of whole-filled cheese. Delectable? Perhaps, but utterly unfit for habitation. We tried going after it ourselves, but the survey team never made it past the security system. At least, I don't think so. They've yet to return and aren't answering our communications. I'd rather not resort to brute force, but I can think of no other way and no other person to see the deed done. Would you be willing to go down there and stop the Big Cheese? Head down to Smileton, and I'll see that you're let in. Two, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Unrestrict. Shadowbringers. Castrum, Meridium. EX. Just need to do twice. Rolling for mount with a don't know if we need to do spots for this, but just to be sure, I guess. Okay, we got it. pretty short work of that. I really need to learn this rotation. I'm basically just using my old double weave rotation right now with double down tacked onto the end. But there's a better way to do it. Alright, one more. One more. One more. That was 98. My controller's being really weird ever since I did that calibration. No. there you go. Okay. Now I need to go back to Maradona. I think the wife and I are gonna are gonna drink hot chocolate and watch The Witcher today. After I do some, but I wanna do some. I'm gonna do some playing. I'm gonna recommend this. Twitter can be crazy sometimes. Emerald. Wait, it's in Brickerback, right? Yeah. Ta-da! Now, blow the horn. Can now summon the Emerald Gwyver. Mount Emerald. I actually like the head armor for this. This is pretty cool. Well, this from favorites. Now, where do I get the Mecha Gwyver? War Machina, Fanatic, and increase in locks. Is he? Isn't he here? Where exactly? Where though? I'm in the locks. Whoops. Through the grueling trial of obtaining or of defeating the emerald weapon 99 times. I have obtained all seven dragons. And now where the hell is this guy? The dragon maid. There. 11,622,6. 11,622. So he's like right in front of me. Oh, it's this guy. I'm stupid. Speak less, give me. Now. I will have. Give. Apparently we gotta go to Azizla. Search for the Worm Machina in Azizla. I have that song stuck in my head. Tales of lost and fire and flames. And lo, once more do our paths cross, O tamer of legends. Are you perchance in the midst of some great adventure? Hey, it's Yoshi P. Hi. And you heard this from the Ironworks engineer? But how miraculous. A fellow traveler shared with me the legend of a mechanical dragon, strikingly similar to the one you described. And the tale perforce led me here. Its name, I am told, is Landerwaf, an exquisite artifice of ancient Alag. It has roamed the skies for years, uncounting, searching for a master worthy of its onyx wings. According to its lore as written, Landerwaf will not submit to any but he who commands a multitude of Gwyber. Alas, I can lay claim to no such authority, but mayhap you can. We have 7 such entities? Sorry, I just want to get past this because I want my fucking mount. Been waiting for this for a long time. Up there? We must fly, Battle Cat. Over here, maybe? At the very tip. Very tippy top. Hey, you're in my space. Go away. Yeah, what the hell happened to my controller? Right here. If I try to go right at an angle, it wants to stall. That's weird. Never did that before. Assemble my minions. That's a better picture. Yes! Give to me. The Drake of Dark and Steel countless centuries endured. A meeting long desired, yet its certainty obscured. Beyond the veil of time and space, a champion awaited. His brilliant soul illuminated the night, a guide of bonding faded. Shadowmaker and the Dragon Maid. Truly, no matter how many words I sing, they have never been encompassing the enormity of the accomplishments. Sorry, Yoshibi. I just... Give. Mine. Unga bunga. Yes! Can you, like, not? I'm trying to enjoy a moment here. Inventory. Yay! Mount. Landerwolf. Let's go! Oh my god. I am so happy right now. Yes. gonna put this as hashtag Shadowbringer, because technically that's what it came from. I have done it. Wahahaha. Now I just gotta do the new EX trials. That'll be fun. Oh, I got new likes on my Instagram. Yeah. I'm posting a lot of pictures of the baby. Nope, that's messages. And save from computer. Nope. Nope. Is it Shadowbringer or Shadow? Yeah, it's Shadowbringer. Mwahaha. Still doing it. I don't know why. I wasn't doing it before. Hmm. See, Reapers in will die, right? Alright, let's pick up a Reaper. Oh, we gotta do the Christmas thing too. Okay, well, let's go pick up Reaper first. Because we're already here. Is it this? The Killer Instinct? Flustered Attendant. It is. Call her the Reaper. Oh, and the... Sapphire. I'm gonna go get another drink. I'll be right back. I gotta go take my plate anyway. And I better start thinking of my Reaper glam. I think I have an idea what I'm gonna do. night, guys. I was told that I have to go to the store for baby stuff, so we'll be back later to play some more. Now that MSQ is done, I might go back to playing a little bit off stream, just in free time, but I don't know. I want to do the 2 new dungeons on stream though, and we'll obviously be doing EX trials on stream. So, but anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.